Baird, your reflection on today's result?
I thought the first 45 minutes was a good effort on both sides. You know, obviously it's hot conditions, but that could be the same when it comes August the 6th. And I thought, unfortunately for us, we let them off the hook by we're trying to do something different, which is play a little bit more. We went 1-0 up with a really good goal. They came out bright and breezy. I knew they would. I mean, we all know what Steve Claridge is like. You know, he's a born winner, and he certainly wouldn't have putting his side out just to turn up today. So that made it very difficult for us because we want to try and play out. They went and pressed us high, and rightly so. They made it difficult for us, but we got caught a couple of times. I mean, as I said, we went 1-0 up with a really good goal from a great ball from Gianni in, and Jason Pryor does what Jason Pryor does. You know, he scores goals and he gets on the end of things. But straight away we've gone and let them off the hook when they were probably blowing a little bit after 30 minutes by giving the ball away in our own half. But that's down to us because we are trying something different at the moment. And that sort of reflected the game there for the rest of that half. That gave them a little bit of momentum to get at us a little bit more and a little bit more belief. Second half for me, listen, we don't like to criticise the referee and officials, but I think we'll all agree here, I mean, it turned into a little bit of a farce with water breaks for how long, I don't know. Fouls given for both sides that weren't fouls. You know, I'm led to believe that he's just been promoted to level 3. So maybe he's got a little bit of a long way to go, because the second half for us was a non-event really, because we had to take 1 or 2 players off, had to change the system a little bit. But once again, touch wood, we've got players, got plenty of minutes in their legs, and touch wood, no injuries.
And what's the idea about changing the play style?
We just, well, football's sort of changed and football's developed, and we wanted to try and have more of a possession-based game, and it's new to us because predominantly, you know, me and Doz have always tried to put the ball into other teams' halves, and we've always sort of been put down as a long ball merchants, but we're actually not. We've always tried to put the ball into good areas, earn the right to play, and then go and play. But we want to try and be a little bit more expansive. We want to try and bring the goalkeeper into it a little bit more. But it's, you know, it's plenty of lessons to be learnt today, and it's food for thought for us.
And it's good to hear from you today. I mean, what's been your opinion on pre-season so far, and what are you looking for in the remaining games?
Well, pre-season's all about hopefully getting through it without any injuries. It's, you know, it's well documented that we've got a small squad. Pre-season for me is, you know, I always say it. I mean, say to the players, it actually means nothing, but it does mean something, because if you don't go and win games, then everybody starts questioning themselves of, oh, you know, have you signed the right players? Are you doing the right thing? But you know, for me and Doz at this moment in time, so far so good. And
they're gelling really well, the new ones.
Yeah, I mean, the players we've brought in all seems like very nice lads, winners. You know, you only got to look at the 2 strikers, been round the block and back again. And little Gianni, I think there's a hell of a lot of potential in there. And Joe Ash, I mean, you saw, you know, the will to win from him today was absolutely outstanding. You know, and some of the tackles he's made at the death. I wouldn't be wanting to play against him too often, that's for sure.
Lovely, cheers, Freddie.
Thanks very much.